Conspiracy theories with Jesse Ventura, no relation to Ace Ventura. Now, Jesse Ventura was a Green Beret, if I'm not mistaken, and then he moved into wrestling, American wrestling, then became a senator. He was doing these series called Conspiracy with Jesse Ventura around 2010, 11, 12, that sort of time. But he talked about the Denver airport, which I mentioned in the last video, but he also dealt with many other subjects such as 9/11 and what's actually going on now. You can watch these videos on dailymotion.com. So what's going on now, you know, in the world where we're all being told to do certain things, and I don't want to say it on this video, but and then there's an end result. He knew about this. People actually spoke to him, so you can watch the videos back then, and they explained exactly what's going on. So if you're interested in this, I strongly suggest you dig these videos out. Okay, they're coming, but not yet. So let's talk about group manifestation. So what that basically means is, you remember Uri Geller would say, come to the screen and all concentrate. And you all concentrated and a watch got fixed by magic. Technically, it wasn't magic. So the power of prayer isn't really prayer as in, you know, you're asking for help off of someone else. It's a group activity that your consciousness can actually affect things and manifest things. So that's why you know, people pray for rain. So you're not asking God to do it. You are actually all contributing to the power of manifestation, and you can manifest things. And one of them's quite scary. I'll tell you in the next video. Something that people don't actually equate to manifestation is luck. They just think it's luck. But manifestation also works with the power of positivity. So even though you're not sitting there praying, you are positive, and it attracts positive back, as you've probably heard before. Negative attracts negative. So by being positive, you are putting out manifestations that you can't actually quantify yourself. So in other words, you may win something, but you don't know how you won it, or so that's the good luck, but that's you projecting that out there. So manifestations work in many different ways. I must just mention fridge door alarm. Yeah, there it goes again, that time again. Available on eBay. Brilliant little product. It'll notify you that you've left your fridge door open, which does happen. I've done it before and thrown food away. So yeah, it's only $12.99. So it's... Oi, hey, wait, did you create that man? So this man is apparently Slender Man. Now, Slender Man was a fictional character created for a competition, I believe. And then people would add to that, such as, oh, you know, add into a story. So he likes to hide in the shadows. He's tall, he's slim, he likes to kidnap people. He does this, he does that. And over time, the amount of people that were contributing to this story ended up possibly manifesting this actual creature into existence, because there's people out there that have didn't know anything about Slender Man, that have gone to the police and described Slender Man to the police, only to find out later on that that is the description of this Slender Man. So did a group of people with the power of intent manifest a figure that comes and goes from manifestation? Okay, you're going to have to bear with me on this one. So this is something that I'd thought of 30 odd years ago, showing my age. Now, in my sleep, I come up with, and it wasn't me, it was just given to me. Sometimes I have these thoughts. And the thought that came to me was, everything that we know about the world and everything has a top, bottom and two sides. Right down to the smallest atom, it will still have a top, bottom and two sides. The only thing that doesn't have a top, bottom and two sides that we're aware of is the universe. Because as soon as you put a side or top to the universe, then you've got to ask yourself what's outside that universe, and then what's outside that, and so on. So that night, it came to me that the universe is like our mind. You can sit there and think of a road, and it will never be ending. You can just keep going and going until you die. So is the universe a memory? Not a memory, but a I don't know, a manifestation of a brain thought. Now, some other people since then, obviously, the internet wasn't around when I first come up with that idea, but other people have now sort of said the same sort of thing, that the universe kind of looks like a brain. I don't know whether it looks like a brain or not, but the pathways to a brain that's what they're trying to say. The neuro pathways resemble the same sort of thing. I wouldn't have said that that's like that, but it doesn't. I don't know. I still think there's a possibility that it could be never ending, and it could be just a thought, a simple thought, just one thought that created this universe. In which case, if that is the case, then I'm still talking about manifestation. What's to say that our thoughts don't create things? So, in other words, that thought that created the universe possibly could have been another creature, whatever it could be, just thought the universe into existence. Just like we can close our eyes and think of a red dot, and it's there. And that'll stay there forever until you die. You may not be able to recall it, just as you can't recall what happened to you when you was 5 years old, but it's still there. And is that the same as a universe? Is the universe a thought that's still there? Your thoughts on that? I'd love to know your thoughts on my thoughts. Thanks. Right, just following on about the giant in Japan video. Now, people were saying that it was from a movie, so let's just have a look here. Let's use logic, okay? So, first of all, they say that this guy now is suddenly smaller than he was. Now, to get him in the actual shot, he would probably be kneeling, or they were on a stage, because there's a cameraman right there. So, if you know anything about anything, and I do, this guy would have to be further back if that guy was standing straight up, if they weren't on a table or anything. So look at the proportions of this character, yeah? He's obviously got issues, just as most of the people with giantism have. I'm not saying he's got giantism, but he has some issues. His hands are smaller and his proportions are wrong. Now, they say that it was from a film, and this is the film, wait for it. So that's a real guy. When you have a look properly at the proper quality of the footage, that's a real face. This is the film. Now, you tell me. That's CGI straight away. So what I think's happened is they found this old footage of a giant and they've made a film around it. It's like me finding a picture in a video footage of Elvis and sticking it in my film and saying it's from a film. No, it was shot before, but I've just used it in my film. See, so let's look at logic. Would the Japanese want to give their hero in the movie tiny little arms and tiny little hands compared to a weird deformed neck? No, they wouldn't. They've only done that because of the footage that they've already seen. Do you get what I'm saying? They would have had some perfectly shaped He-Man. They wouldn't have had some deformed, slightly large guy that's not either, it's a cross between a sumo and a bodybuilder. Someone's a bit not right. So clearly then you can see that this is CGI, the other one looks real. Now there's this other guy here on his own channel that says he debunks things. I don't know what his name is, Bill's channel, and he says that his friends say it's fake. Literally, that's it. I'll just put the
and research by a Japanese media expert, and a wide variety
his friend.
Of professional visual effects artists.
Right, so show us proof, yeah? Show us proof.
Don't tell anybody.
Show us proof.
Okay, now.
They don't show us proof. They don't show us proof. It's just a letter from his mates saying they think it's fake. Now, this is a guy that debunks stuff, apparently, so why is he showing... why is he not showing where the cuts are, where the rotoscoping is? Does he even know what that means? Do you see what I mean? I know more than he does, so I think he's not great at his job. What do you think?